Hello and welcome to your 15-minute gentle class. And today, apparently, we have a dog going to join us. Walter will leave in just a minute, but that's my dog's name, by the way. This is Walter. He's my silly boy. So before we begin, I'll invite you to find your seat, find a comfortable way to sit, and just let your hands rest comfortably in your lap for now as you close your eyes. And as you do so, I'll invite you to take a few long and slow, deep breaths. Just allowing the breath to guide you in. Allow your attention to rest on your breathing as it settles into its natural rhythm. And just let everything be really easy, noticing one breath and then another. And when your mind wanders, just bring it back. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. I'll invite you now to lay a hand on your heart and bow your head. And just feel how each breath, the heart rises into your hand. And sensing the goodness that is here inside of you. That part of you that was born into this body that has always been whole and innocent and inviolable. And with that, I'll invite you to take a moment to set your intention, just feeling what is true here about you. And when that's complete for you, I'll invite you to lay your hands together at your heart into Anjali Mudra, and we'll begin with an Om. So I invite you to take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Om. Release your hands. Open your eyes. And let's get started. Okay, buddy. Now it's time for you to go to your bed. Can you go to your bed, please? Or he's just going to lay here. That's okay, too. So I'll invite you to come onto all fours. Scoot your dog away if he's in the way. And we'll start in a child's pose. So you can bring the toes to touch, the knees just a little wider, and then stretch your hips back towards your heels. I'll invite you to bring your forehead to the mat, tucking your chin. And the arms are active, so that you can almost think about tenting your palms as you send your hips up and back. Bring your attention to your breathing. And sometimes it feels really good to just rock your forehead side to side, the hairline. And it can create a really nice, calming sensation. And then from here, I'll invite you to press into your hands. Inhale, rise. And curl your toes under to come into your first downward facing dog. Okay, Wawa, you gotta go now. Good boy. Thank you. Lengthen, reaching through your arms. Send your hips up and back. Feel the length of your body as you stretch. Bring your attention to your breath. Good, take one more. And then from here, I'll invite you to walk your feet up towards your hands. Bring your feet together. Inhale, lengthen forward. Nice flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, raise your hands. Watch them join overhead. And then exhale, release them down. Allow your hands to rest at your heart. Spread your feet into the floor. Draw the inner arches up through the inseam of your legs as they firm and roll in. And then continue to draw the energy of the earth right up through the crown of your head. And as you deepen your breath, just sensing as you stand tall this inner dignity and goodness, this inner nobility, this larger truth of who you are. Exhale, release your hands, open your eyes. Inhale, raise them up overhead. And then exhale, fold forward and bow. Inhale, lift your gaze. And then exhale, step your right foot back. So you're going to take a long lunge so that the knee is directly over your ankle. And then drop your knee down. Inhale, raise your hands up overhead. Watch them join. And then as you exhale, soften the hips down towards the earth. Don't worry if the hands come together. Just do your best. Allow your shoulders to relax down your back and the hips to get heavy. There's this sense of surrender. Take one more breath. Now I invite you to bring your right elbow across your left knee, and you're going to try and bring it as far across as you can. Stacking your hands together. It was a little wobbly there. And then as you inhale, lengthen the crown of your head away from your tail. And as you exhale, you'll twist by pressing the top hand down into the bottom one. Your gaze up towards the ceiling. The inhales, think about lengthening. And as you exhale, twisting. Good, one more breath. Exhale, take your hands down. And then I'll invite you to pick up the back knee. You'll keep your right hand flat. Inhale, reach your left hand up. And then stretch it back, opening up through the front of your shoulder. You'll squeeze the outer hips into the center line as you push out through the heel. If you want to add a little extra, you can pick up the toes on your front foot. And if you want to make it beautiful, you smile. Take one more breath. Exhale, take your hand down. I'll invite you to step back, downward facing dog. Bring your attention back to your breathing. Draw your navel back towards your spine. Then you're thinking about the thigh bones pressing back. And then on your next inhale, walk your feet up towards your hands and lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, raise your hands, watch them join. And then exhale, release them down. Inhale, raise your hands up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your gaze. And now I'll invite you to exhale, step your left foot back. So again, you'll find a nice long lunge. Drop your knee down. Soften your hips. And then inhale, raise your hands up. Palms touch. If that's too much for the shoulders, just keep them shoulder width apart. And then as you exhale, soften into the pose. So the hips are heavy, the shoulders slide down your back. The gaze at that little space between your palms. Take one more breath. Exhale, now bring your left elbow across your right knee. You're going to try and work the arm all the way across as best as you can, stacking your hands. And with each inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. So the balance is in the big toe of your front foot. And just notice if you're breathing. Try and keep it full and steady. Take one more breath. Exhale, take both hands down. Press through the back heel to straighten the left leg. And then when you're ready, inhale, raise your right hand up. Squeeze the outer hips into the center line. And then see if you can reach your right arm back. Keep breathing. Brighten your eyes. See if you can make your face friendly. Very nice, good. Exhale, take your hand down. Step back, downward dog. So I invite you to spread your hands. Reach through your arms. Thigh bones back. Head heavy. Nice long breaths. Sending yourself some love and kindness. And then from here, I'll invite you to drop down onto your knees. Bring your feet together and the knees wide. So if you need a little extra under your knees, feel free to do so. You can always put a blanket there or some cushions underneath. And now I'll invite you to press your hips back. And you can, kind of in a wide-legged child's pose. And then you'll keep sending the hips back as your head comes down, softening into opening your groins. The arms again are still active, so the upper arms are reaching for the ceiling. Gently pressing through your hands. Good, one more breath. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to pull yourself up. You can walk the knees closer together. And now I'll invite you to cross your left knee behind your right. And I'm just going to turn my body now towards you. So the right leg will be over the left. And if you're not able to sit with both hips on the ground or your knees are bothering you, bringing blocks or cushions or something underneath your hips to raise your hips will help that quite a bit. So from here, I'll invite you to flex your feet to support your knees. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold forward. And as you do so, I'll invite you to relax your head and your jaw. And we won't be here too long, so see if you can lengthen your exhales, calming the body and the mind, and offering yourself some sweetness and kindness. Just being really gentle with yourself as you ease into this pose. One more breath. As you inhale, I invite you to rise. Now you're going to rock forward onto your knees, and you'll take your left knee now that was in the top to go behind, and then sit back down. You may notice one side is quite different than the other, so take any adjustments that you need to support yourself here. Remember, kindness is the most important. And then I'll invite you to flex your feet and exhale, fold forward. And then bringing your attention inward to the sensations that are alive in your body. And how we approach them is even more important than what's here. So just noticing if there's some aversion or pushing away or not wanting it because it's strong. I know it's strong, it's for me too. So can you take on this attitude of okayness and curiosity, just noticing, well, what does this sensation actually feel like? Keep your exhales really long to support your nervous system, keeping it calm and relaxed. Just these last few breaths. And then on your next inhale, I invite you to rise and now make your way onto your back for Shavasana. Right, lay down. Open up your hands and feet. Take any last movements that you need to make yourself comfortable. Maybe a breath or a sigh. And allow yourself to arrive even more fully here into your body. Noticing the temperature of the air on your skin. The weight and the aliveness of this body as it rests. and the gentle flow of the breath as it moves through you. Allowing yourself to ease into the quiet within. I'll invite you now to deepen your breath and just gently wake your body. Take any last movements and stretches that feel good. Roll to your side. Take a moment of gratitude. And then when you're ready, I'll invite you to use your hands to press yourself up. And join them at your heart. So thank you so much for joining me in your practice. I'm grateful you're here, and I'm so grateful that you're taking this time for yourself. We all need it. It makes us better and the world a better place. Namaste.